We're on a ship that flies and flies and flies and flies.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Trip Thru Time. And as time goes by, memories never die. Doing a little solo episode here, just coming on to give a little insight as to what's been going on with the project and what will be going on with the project. So first and foremost, thank you to all the listeners. Appreciate everybody out there, and to any of the new listeners, welcome. Appreciate y'all. It's definitely been a fun experience working on this, and I feel like I've learned a lot, and I love what I'm doing with it. But just wanted to fill you in on how things have been going, because to start, I was kind of like planning these and recording episodes before I even had the previous one out, and I realized I was like burying myself in work, and then was like fighting to get out of those holes I was digging myself in. And then I got to a point of I'm like, all right, I'm just going to work on one episode at a time from start to finish, from recording to editing to the second phase of editing, adding stuff in, and then to putting it out. So yeah, that's been great. And since Hammy T episode 17, when we talked about like the stage mentor stuff, and I pulled some of that audio and video in, that definitely upped the viewing and listening experience. So following that, I had my wife, Mrs. Badu, on, and then Jess MC. As of right now, that is the latest one dropped. Tomorrow is Monday the 23rd, and Nick Bajeez will be dropped then, which awesome episode. But yeah, Jess got great reviews on that one. Awesome episode, awesome guest, of course. And with Nick's, I definitely spent a lot of time on adding stuff in. I don't know, maybe it's overkill. And that being said, feel free to give suggestions. I'm open to it, but I just felt like since I've been adding in these context moments, like I'm like, well, if I did it throughout the whole episode here, I got to do it for all these other little parts there. So I definitely put in a lot of time on that one, and literally put in like full-time work hour shit on that. But it's fun though. That being said, I'm thinking I'm gonna pull back from doing that all the time. Like that could kind of be a series, like people's full trip through time, because those are like from Jess and Nick. That was from their start of them being fans of Pretty Lights to present day. So a lot to talk about, a lot to pull in, and I think that's a great off-season thing when there's no shows to talk about or no new music and things like that. But now that we've got some shows coming up, obviously going to do some recap episodes. I'm also going to, which I'll get to in a moment, going to do a bunch of stuff for Buena Vista. And yeah, so just kind of doing different stuff. And then especially for those that don't know, I'm about to have a baby. My wife is pregnant and 8 months pregnant. So yeah, that'll definitely be a change and an adjustment, as well as we are going to move back home where we're originally from, the Chicagoland area. That'll be in the fall. So I'll definitely be busy, but I think I'll have a lot of content to pull from BV to work on in the meantime. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going back home. It's been fun here, but once you have a child in the mix, it definitely changes your perspective on things. And yeah, aside from being around family and support and tons of friends and family that we know that have already have kids or have had kids this year, it's insane how many people I know that are having kids. So we'll have a big group, all in the same stages of life, and it's even crazy that goes not like I know them, but Dee and Uma having a baby. So just a lot of people in and outside of my life having kids and stuff. So it's wild. But yeah, aside from family support, friends, all that, the project, I'm looking forward to being back home, not only with friends that I know that are into this stuff that I can kind of pull in to be like, hey, help me with this, and throw some things in their hands. And now that I've built it up a little bit, they may be more inclined to be like, oh yeah, that's dope. I'm down to help out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, as well as the community. There's so much PLF in the Chicagoland area. And I feel like in doing a project like this, it's definitely ideal to be in one of the hubs, like Denver, Chicago, etc. So yeah, I mean that's gonna be fucking sweet. So on to Buena Vista or Buena Vista. Okay, that's what. Okay, by the way, PSA. I've been saying it wrong. A lot of us have been saying it wrong. It's Buena Vista. So I just want to shout out to Zachy B, I believe it is. So we were talking about something I'll get to later too, but and then he's like already saying Buena wrong, dude, and then he types out Byoona, and I'm like, I didn't even know. I'm like, no way. And I even sent him a voice message like, how would you even say that? And they did put it on the teaser for Buena Vista, like they spelled it like this guy's saying it. So this is what he sent to me. So
Buena Vista. Buena Vista.
So don't piss off the locals, guys. I guess they take it seriously. He said his mom was born there and raised there, and it's been a running joke his whole life. So the locals seem to really care. So PSA again, don't sound like me and everyone else who's been sounds totally like a tourist, but whatever. I mean, not like it matters too much. So yeah, with Buena Vista coming, I have a couple things in store. I'm definitely going to be doing, and this is going to be released like a couple days before the event. So if you're listening to this beforehand, I have a handful of things planned. I'm going to be, unfortunately, I won't be doing anything Thursday. I got some plans with my wife, but Friday and Saturday, before, during, after, tons of conversations with people. I'm trying to get people who are there to kind of call in or, jump on, just share their experience, talk to people who are at home streaming, possibly even do some stuff during the show. Like I'm definitely going to film myself, get some reactions, talk to people on set break, after, all that stuff. And if you're out there and you're interested, hit me up. Just trying to do little stuff here and there. On top of that, I set up a Google voicemail. So if you'd like to call, leave a voice message, say something funny, give a take on something, share anything, I think that'd be cool. And shout out to Molly, Daisy Disco Designs, or I believe that's. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, Brandon Reetheimer, his girlfriend, she makes like stickers and pins and stuff like that. She suggested this idea, so I definitely wanted to do, like I mentioned on previous podcasts, doing stuff like this. But I think this is a cool feature and a little less work for people. They can just kind of just call in and stuff. So because I know I've talked to some people who like the pod, but they wouldn't necessarily want to come on, as they like to keep a low profile and like their face on the internet, or certain occupations they have that wouldn't be ideal talking about this stuff or whatever. I don't know. I get it. And then again, not everybody's about it. So this is a way to still say something, maybe be anonymous or whatever. So yeah, the number I got for that is 619-736-8168. Again, it's 619-736-8168. And yeah, I'm debuting this for Buena Vista, but I'm going to keep it open as just something for people to utilize moving forward. So yeah, I'm pumped on that. I'll have the number in the description, and I'll definitely be promoting that on my story and whatnot as we lead up to it. So aside from that, if anybody has been following me on Instagram, especially since like Chicago, I make like recap video edits and stuff like that. And I kind of, so backstory on that, it kind of all started when I was, I don't know, like my wife's, one of her friends would always do like these like reels for like fucking weddings and shit like that, bachelorette parties and stuff. And I thought it was kind of cool. So I started to do them, and I did some for like same thing, bachelor parties or whatever. Just kind of throw and taking videos. So instead of pictures, videos, and just throwing a song behind it. And I've definitely gotten better as time's gone on. And then I did one for my buddy's bachelor party, which was at Red Rocks this past year. I threw Dionysus over it, and that's my longest Pretty Lights friend, and we've been seeing him since like 2012 together. But then that was our first time at Red Rocks in like 10 years, so it was just a cool experience. And yeah, so then from there, as I've started this project, obviously it's podcasting, but also that's another artistic thing I like to do. So I went to Tahoe, I made a video for that, and then I did Vegas, and then Chicago. And Chicago definitely leveled up. But I like to encompass the whole experience and weekend. It's not just the Pretty Lights show. It's the B-roll shots, like the scenery, whether it's in the city or nature. And then I want to get so since I'm not going to be there and I want to make something like this, I want it all like fan perspective stuff. And let me preface this too. If I definitely encourage you, just keep your phones in your pockets at the shows, enjoy it. You got the streams to look at. But if you still are one to for your own personal memories, if you want them to be utilized for something, I'm your guy. So if you want to send that my way, like I said, scenery shots, camping areas in the venue with your friends, like all that stuff. So, and again, like I said, videos, you can send me either vertical or horizontal. I was usually doing it vertical for a cell phone one, but maybe I'll put this on YouTube. So just send me whatever. But yeah, again, if you're interested, hit me up about that. I definitely want Trip Thru Time is definitely a Pretty Lights family focused concept. So like I said, I'm not going to be there. So this is a way for people to kind of still be involved and stuff like that, and then make something for the community. So, because especially in my Chicago one, I had Brennan from Illumination Lab Bar. He was on my 16th episode. He provided a couple shots, and then my friend Mia provided some. So, because I was going all over the venue and getting different perspectives, but that definitely was nice to have a couple extra ones for places that I wasn't at. So, yeah, if you're in for that, hit me up. So, moving forward, so another thing too with newer episodes, I want to still do stuff like that I could work on, but also do more consistent episodes where it's I'm not really having to add as much stuff in, and kind of just do a light edit, throw the intro outro on, and then boom. So that way I'm producing more content, but also working on those other things and not hold myself back. And with that, talk about current events and things like that. So just, gotta say, new jib drop, pretty dope colors, and I'm surprised. I feel like, to my knowledge, this is the first time the hats haven't sold out right like that, and they were up for a while, at least a couple, at least in my size that I was looking for, were still available, and then Gibberish just took them off fairly recently, so they still got to have some available. I'm sure you can buy jibs at the fucking merch booth this summer at BV and at the two festivals, so that's dope. And yeah, I definitely bought more than I should have, but whatever. You know how it goes. I'm definitely pumped on that maroon one though. That shit's fucking dope. All right, so I just want to give a couple shout outs, okay? Friends of the program and back-to-back episodes. So we got Sam Ackles of Samzo. Him and Keith are playing Buena Vista, which is fucking awesome. They deserve it. Super pumped for them. I do love their music. I'm not being biased. I definitely it's more on the chill side. Yeah, just some dope shit. So I'm really pumped for them. I am bummed as fuck that I can't be there for all reasons. I think it's cool, especially that and this is just because these artists were established in the past, but obviously with previous events, especially the episodic festivals, they had supporting acts all established, like I said. But now it's cool that a lot of these people are from our community. I know the Stephen Morris dude, S'mores, is playing as well. I don't know him personally, but Sam brought him up on his episode. So congrats to you as well, and everybody else that's playing. And then shout the fuck out, episode 14, Hyperspace Guy is doing a small group meditation and yoga with Hyperspace Sky. Pretty Lights Family Integration Circle. Shout the fuck out, dude. Love that. Love Sky. Yeah, I think this is so cool, man. I hope it seems like Yondan is going to be, or Buena Vista is going to be, an annual thing, and it was stated as an inaugural event. So I mean, fuck, it'd definitely be an honor and a dream of mine to somehow do something like this. Have something set up at one of these things. I've always, my dream too has been kind of like picture Red Rocks lots, like having a fucking little thing set up, almost like a booth, and doing like a show while we're in the lot or something like that. And having people pass by, jump on, handing shit out, all stuff like that. So yeah, man, the community's dope. So that being said, also in the community, if you listen to my episode with Jess MC, she informed me at the end that they were doing this new program called Swirl Safe, which is great. It's nice that they're creating a safe space for people at shows if they're in an uncomfortable situation, just being able to go somewhere and feel comfortable and feel that people have your back. So I think that's awesome. I know Ashley Grateful Hippie's involved with that, as well as many others. So props to everybody doing that. Again, the community keeps leveling up. And yeah, I'm just happy to be part of this stuff and happy for everybody else that is doing what they do. So yeah. Okay. And then beyond that, also there's, okay, so let me lay this before I get to this next thing. So there has been this chill train kind of thing going on Twitch, which is very cool. People like, again, Hyperspace and Lance, Rustified Clips, another friend of the program, as well as like Mikey Thunder, and forgive me, I'm blanking on all the rest of the guys involved, but they do like these, each of them does like sets over the weekend. And it's dope. I mean, I'm really impressed, honestly, especially again, like by Sky and Lance. I mean, you guys definitely need to be playing shows. Oh, which by the way, Sky might even play at Secret Dreams or Elements. I forget which one, but he's like in a contest for it, which is, wish him the best of luck on that. And then, yeah, and obviously Mikey Thunder kills. So I haven't really been able to participate in any, but on the ones that I have jumped on, like I said, very cool stuff going on there. Very interactive. And I know Derek's been in some of them, which is cool. It's actually funny. I jumped on one and Sky was just playing reverse skydiving. And then I just hopped on as a comment and I said, reverse hyperspace skydiving. And then Derek was even like, haha, nice. So yeah, so here's the thing. Okay. Also request line, they changed it up this year. I put in a bunch of Pretty Lights requests. Those are unlimited. As far as the sample requests go, you only get one. And then there's like all these like extra things like to choose. Are you choosing like melody or a vocal sample or a couple of other listed like categories or selections? And so I just was doing it last minute. I'm like, dude, I can't. I just felt like it wasn't the right time. Whatever. I know there's plenty of dope shit out there. So I was just like, fuck it, not the right time for this one. But someone had this shit posted on I think it was Rachel had it. Yeah, it was Rachel, and she said it was like something with the Creed Higher song, and something about BV with that. And I'm like, dude, I can't stand Creed. And she's like, you're not gonna like Buena Vista. And I'm like, God, there I go again, Buena Vista. And I'm like, why? And she's like, it's Higher was one of like the top voted on. Oh yeah, there's a voting system for the sample, so that was like one of the top like votes. And I was like, I kind of went on, I went on my story and fucking went on a bit of a rant. And if you're just talking that song alone, I just can't stand it. And it's like, it's for whatever reason, it's like really popular right now. And I work at this bar, which I'm also ready to be done with. But even though it's fun at times and it's good hours, but still really busy. Like it's like it's sunset. We close after sunset. Very busy on the beach, so the money's good. But it's just we get so much traffic and so much dumb people and like jukebox. So we hear a lot of the same songs all the time. And that one's one of them. And just, oh my God. So if you're talking that song alone, yeah, not for me. But I guess Mikey Thunder did. Someone like requested. Mikey Thunder did like a remix of it, and then I don't know. So I don't know if that's like the same thing that's going to go on. But like if it's going to be, and no offense, guys, just the Freebird thing. If it's something like that where it's kind of just singing and like whatever, and a quote unquote joke, I don't know. I'm good on that. And like, if it's an inside joke, it's like, it's kind of like one of those, oh, you just had to be there things. So it's like, what is that really? How many people is that going to be funny for? I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's like, I get it. I get it. How the whole theme in St. Augustine was we're just having fun, and I'm cool with all that. But like, I think one time was cool again. But I'm not pretty like, who the fuck am I? But my thing is, after I started to think about this, was like, okay, maybe I could see higher sample in any song. If they take a little sample of it, they always make it dope. Like I said, I'm just not about the let's play Higher by Creed and sing it. Like, nah, I'm good. But I was thinking, you get high, can you take me higher? And something like that. And like, what if it's like higher, high, something like that, like kind of changing the pitch and stuff. I don't know. So I could totally see that in that song, or like something that fits it. But you get high, I think, would be the perfect spot for that. And if that's the case, I'm about it, or something similar. So, um, but that's back to Zachy B. He agreed with me, along with that was probably the most engagement I've had on the Instagram throughout the whole time of doing this, which is me kind of making a stance. And like, I get nervous about it. And even after I did it, I was like, should I have even done that? But like, I feel like part of this stuff is you have to not have to, but that's kind of how it is. You have to have some takes at some points. And I definitely made some people laugh. So I don't know. And that's like another thing too. It's like, is the voting thing then, is it a small percentage of people that actually are voting on it? Because yeah, a lot of people responded and were like, no, fuck that, blah blah blah. So I don't know if I have to go full political campaign to go against this shit next go round. That may be the case. Who knows? That could be some funny content actually, but uh, whatever. We'll see. Either way, I'm very excited. Even though I'm not going, this is going to be epic. It's definitely going to be fucking FOMO to the max. But I think what'll help is building all this stuff up around it. Also, I gotta say, this breaks my heart, dude. If you don't know, if you haven't been following my page, Scott Flynn, trombone player from Analog Future, does a handful of other acts. Freak accident, dude. He's like, I'm pretty sure he was on a swing in his like backyard or something with his daughter, and the branch it was on broke, fell on him, and he's got spinal damage. And yeah, and I believe they just canceled their insurance because he was supposedly moving to Europe or something. And musicians, it's not like they're making a big amount of money, and they're like freelance people. They have to buy their own insurance and stuff, and medical bills can kill you. So yeah, I just pray that guy can get back on stage, dude. And so when I think Pretty Lights, like early days, especially me getting into it, like the nostalgic, because I think a lot of people on the solo versus band side of things, I think a lot of people who really came up during the solo sets. I only saw 4 before my 5th and 6th shows at Red Rocks 2013. But I think for a lot of those people, that's the nostalgic side for them. Whereas for me, definitely the new era is the best, but that always hold a place in my heart. Just from I was very young. I was definitely able to chase it more. I had less responsibilities, lived with my parents, all these things. And especially first time in my life where I'm like an adult, but also able to travel more. And these are all just such new experiences. And, we went with big crews all the time. So yeah, just very, like, when I think, like I said, thinking back on Pretty Lights and getting into it, like Analog Future shines too, and especially the horns. I mean, even when I started to get into the festival scene and this type of music, Big G definitely stuck out because I was like, okay, it's electronic, but they're playing instruments up there, and yeah, and then also Grizz and things like that. I mean, I just thought that was really cool. And when Pretty Lights did that, I mean, obviously it was like, okay, these songs are like live, but the horns really like shine through. And yeah, man. And then especially like after they stopped, and I was even like sour at the time. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Fans have their opinions, and I definitely felt like I was so high on Analog Future, and then some solo sets again, and then PL Live was just like, it was definitely raw, but back then I was like, I wish it was Analog Future or whatever. Trust the process, and the process definitely paid off, and it's fucking dope. And then me and my wife saw Odessa out here in San Diego like a year and a half, 2 years ago, something like that. And he was obviously playing with them, and I made sure to like tell anyone we were talking to. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a big Pretty Lights fan. He used to play with Pretty Lights." They're probably like, "All right, dude, whatever." But yeah, and then Vegas was sick, dude. I mean, that second set of the first night was just like I was feeling so good. It was so much fun, man. So yeah, and for anyone that doesn't know, I've done some raffles in the past. Like we did one for Pretty Nights because he spent a lot of money creating that database and stuff, and he was able to get a network, an NASS or something, a network attached storage server or something like that. And yeah, so we donated $900 to him, and even put a decal on there like donated by Trip Thru Time. So you know, just getting rid of random shit that I had. And then we did one for who I mentioned on the last episode, who actually was, you know, he was the person that was donating for him and his wife. But that dude Ryan that used to work with them with Radio Edit, he lost his home in one of the LA fires. So we did, I think I raised 400 or so bucks for that one. So then for this one, I was like, okay, yeah, fuck it, let's do something. And I'm yet, as of right now, I'm gonna really pick a winner next week. I think I have like 17 submissions, so that's like $170. I mean, it's the least we could do. Money's definitely tight on my end, but I have tons of stuff, and I'm gonna be moving, so I got to get rid of some shit anyway. So I mean, yeah, for all the memories, can't put a price on those. The least I could fucking do. So thoughts and prayers to Scott Flynn. Yes, it's very unfortunate. So like I said, I hope he's still able to play music and gets through this. I mean, hopefully there's a miracle that he's able to stand or something. I don't know. Yeah, man, brutal. So yeah, and then okay, so Charlie Char whatever, Charlie Char, and who is in the Prismatic Fleet Studio 96, one of the admins, Pretty Lights family, been in the mix a long time, very knowledgeable dude. He posted on Instagram or on Facebook, the Pretty Lights family. Hey gang, so stoked for all the things popping off as we are a week away from the 2025 maiden voyage of the Soundship space system at Yondan. I have a favor to ask for anyone who has the time in the coming days/weekend. We are looking for some verbal testimonials around all things within the realm of the Pretty Lights. It can be as easy as recording a simple voice memo on your mobile device and rambling about any of the following subjects. What does Pretty Lights mean to you? Your favorite Pretty Lights moment? What PLF means to you? Messages for the community? Anything you want to say about the weekend or the future for PL and the movement? Dropbox link below. Thank you so much. Feel free to share the link. See you soon. So I figured I'll just do this here and keep it in the episode. And then I messaged him. It's like, do you want rambling like you kind of said, or do you want to keep it like concise? And he's like, well, yeah, I definitely save some time. So, you know, I'll edit a little clip of this and send it to him. So yeah, man. What does Pretty Lights mean to you? To me, man, Pretty Lights it's fucking life for me, and it sounds weird, but it is. And it's like it is the ultimate fan music experience, like from the community and the relationships you build and just how the music speaks to you, to all the experiences through traveling to new places and just just learning and growing as an adult. I mean, I was scared to travel when I was younger, and to be honest, I needed some motivation to be like, hey, work hard so you can do these things. So yeah, it's motivational, it's spiritual, it's inspirational, it's fucking mind blowing. I mean, it's the soundtrack to your life, man. I mean, especially through all these years, you know, you can just listen to certain shows and just know, oh yeah, like it takes you right back to, it's a time capsule, dude. These songs and these experiences, you can't put a price on, man. And it's the ultimate experience, like I was saying. So it's like, I'd say in my life, the three pillars are like family, friends, and honestly, pretty lights. So, and those kind of are swirled into one. There's obviously the pretty lights family and the community and friends I've built in the community. And then there's my own personal family. And I'm about to have a baby girl in about a month. And music is a huge deal in my life. And I'm definitely going to share this with her and any other kids we have after. Yeah, it's grown. I've gone from in my young 20s up into my mid 30s, and will continue to grow with raising a family with pretty lights, man. It's life. So, favorite pretty lights memory, I have so many, but I mean, definitely it's been doing this project, Trip Thru Time, this podcast. I am putting myself out there, and it's nerve-wracking, but I've gotten to know so many people and getting to know everybody else's stories and experiences, and in and outside of the music, and how it weaves its way in and out. It's beautiful. And yeah, I mean, from starting this project, I've been on a very big like transitional period of life, and this has been such a great outlet for me to stay focused and not fade back into some toxic things in my life. And yeah, so just in Chicago, New Year's encore, I've been requesting and wanting to hear Give Your Love Away for years and years and years and years. And they come out and play it. And this is the first time I was really ever overcome with emotion to where I couldn't stop the tears. And it was because I wasn't even supposed to go to those shows. It was I'm from the Chicagoland area. It was my first time seeing them since 2017 at Northern Ireland and at home. And being surrounded by friends and especially the community, and like feeling more of a sense of worth with doing all this stuff, and hearing that song like that, and just knowing that the night was ending and that it's going to be my last one for a good while, because I'm going to have a baby soon. And it was bittersweet, but it was a beautiful moment, because it was like, yeah, like that's the energy I needed going into parenthood. And change is good. Change is going to come. And I just can't thank Pretty Lights and everybody involved for all that it's given me in all aspects of life. So that's what Pretty Lights means to me. Yeah. All right. So next, just have, okay, so real quick, this is just a quick little trip through time for me. All right. Because I'm going to lead into some things I'm going to share that I did in the past. So I grew up, northwest suburbs of Chicago. I always kind of had a musical interest. Had a cousin that played music. Would go see him perform at the talent show in high school, and then after, and he still plays music now. He's actually acquaintances with Slug from Atmosphere, but Mike Mangione, if you ever want to look at his music. And then aside from that, my sister had a boyfriend who played in a jazz band. He played trumpet. And then so I was looking up to him, and I wanted to do that. So I did that for a year. Wish I stuck with that, but I wanted to play like guitar because I was into like pop punk, especially like Blink-182. So then I played bass because bass is always needed. And then I was playing with friends, and we performed in the talent show in 8th grade. We had a band too. And then in high school, I joined a band with some other guys that more experienced at music, and we even recorded some music in studio and played shows. But during that time, me and my friends were really into like the local scene, so like local bands. And there was this venue, the Knights of Columbus in Arlington Heights, Illinois, and that was a spot where a lot of up and coming bands would play and then go on to get record deals. So Fall Out Boy being one of them, The Academy Is, Spitalfield, and many others. So October Fall. So we Yeah, I mean, we were super into that shit. I was wearing like tight pants and stuff. I mean, fuck, I was wearing girls' pants, long hair. Don't got that anymore. So my sophomore year, I definitely got into like smoking weed a lot and shit. And then I started to get into rap a bit. Nothing crazy, but like definitely like Bone Thugs and Harmony, Notorious B.I.G., Dr. Dre. And then I have my buddies from Displains, so like Max, he was on episode 4 with me, my best man, Sip, who helped me start this, Johnny, who was on episode 2. So they were all 2 years older than me, but I was smoking with Max and a couple other people in his alley, and then he puts on Lil Wayne, and it's like the Drought 3. So it's like mixtape Lil Wayne. This shit blew my mind. I just was like, it started off as one song. I think it was like the This Is Why I'm Hot Mims one. And I was like, wait, that's not, it's something else. And then I was like, oh, damn. And like the lyrics were insane. So I was just like, dude, this shit's so good. So I deep dove into Lil Wayne. And then I was like super into rap. And then, of course, being rebellious young, I was like, made it my persona. So I was on a bad path a little bit, just being rebellious, not really want to listen to authority and stuff. So my junior year, I was a little crazy, but my friends and I, a little bit before that, we started rapping, but especially in junior year and senior year, I was rapping a lot and like just at parties and stuff. And we would have like burned CDs of like instrumentals and we like rap over them, and especially at parties and things like that. So back to my homies from DP, all 2 years older than me, like I said, I was at a house party with them and we like went off into some other room. I think we were like smoking or something. And I put on some instrumentals and I was rapping, and then they kind of like blew all their minds. They weren't expecting it. And so they gave me this name, Young Hatback YHB, because I was younger than them and I always wore my hat back. So in honor of that, I'm gonna flip the hat backwards for the rest of the episode. So yeah, YHB. So then that was kind of the name, and then eventually, my couple friends from high school, Curtis and Thomas, we were recording on like GarageBand and stuff, and then we had this guy Ryan who was our buddy Carrie's cousin, and he was into music. Like he was in a band. Like they were actually like, for what it was, they were like really good and recording studios, played shows. Definitely on like the harder emo, like like hair, black hair all in front of their face and shit. And he sings in a little part of one of these, so you'll kind of get the vibe there. But so he was kind of helping us with that stuff. So I started recording some shit. Oh, well, so yeah, then here's another part. I would go down to Illinois State and visit my cousin, Danny. This is like 2010, 2011. So, and I remember one of the first times I heard Pretty Lights was on my way down to visit him one time. It was Hot Like Sauce, and this kid, Dan, put it on. And then I think I remember like random rappers I liked. Like there's this dude Sam Adams that would do like hip hop dubstep, and he rapped over like Rusko and shit. And then like Chris Webby would rap. He rapped on Finally Moving and stuff. So I started to like know like, okay, people are kind of rapping on this electronic music a little bit. And then yeah, so like when I was also at that time kind of indulging in some psychedelics and stuff. So like when me and my friends would trip, it was like the perfect music to listen to. Not a lot of lyrics, but just like more, vibes. And so back to going down to Illinois State, I was rapping down there a lot, especially, drinking, going to house parties, party trick and all that. And then he had a friend who recommended all these Pretty Lights beats. So he's sending me all these Pretty Lights tracks. And then I started recording some stuff on it. And then he would kind of like master my stuff. I mean, I don't know how well he was doing it. But I definitely sent them to him, and he kind of would do the final product, finished product on that. And then, yeah, so like I first put out like, I did a Dead Mouse song, and then I did Aiming at Your Head, Hot Like Sauce, handful of others. I'm going to play 2 for you today. But yeah, I mean, and so then that was like in 2010, 2011, like I said. And then I saw Pretty Lights in 2012. I could have gone to see him a lot earlier than that, but everything happens for a reason. I was definitely like, just, I know if I go, I'm gonna get too into it, which obviously happened. But yeah, there was a handful that I could have gone to, like the Lala after show with Skrillex, or like I know he played in Milwaukee at the rave and stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's how I was getting into it. And then, so I had this buddy Shane. I haven't talked to this dude in a minute, but big musical influence. He was a great drummer, and he big Fish fan, and just all music he was into and knew it well. And he definitely got me into the Grateful Dead. I mean, we saw Dead and Co together in 2016, Alpine Valley. And then him and his band moved down to Nashville, and I went to go visit him a couple of times down there. And when he was living in Milwaukee before that, we would jam. So yeah, I'd go up there for a weekend, and we would just fucking jam. It was awesome. Like I said, great fucking drummer. And so he and I recorded these tracks, and yeah, you can, just to kind of preface it, it's like, and I definitely, like, I got into Mac Miller too a lot. I feel like that was the artist who, first rapper that kind of, like, I felt like was similar-ish to, like, my upbringing. So, like, someone I can kind of, like, idolize and be like, okay, that kind of speaks to me. So, but just to tell you where the vibe of the music's coming from, I definitely wouldn't rap like that now, but I was kind of cringing on this stuff before. Like, I did it initially, thought it was dope. Then a handful of years after, I'm like, I can't even listen to this. Ugh. But now I can look back, kind of like, it's been so long, I can appreciate it again. But I'm definitely coming off like, all right, I smoke a lot of weed. I like to get, I like to trip, and then just boasting about myself. Like, but the focus is definitely on the lyricism. That's definitely what I brought to the table there. So yeah, I'm going to play a couple, and yeah, and then we'll close it out. So first one is going to be, it's Looking for Love But Not So Sure. So again, these are both of my buddy Shane. We kind of called ourselves Divine Creation. But yeah. So this one's about tripping.
YHB. And this is Divine Creation. Now check it out.
These are definitely the ones I feel the most proud of that I've done. Definitely the next one.
Yeah. I'm on another level most people never see. Bright lights in the night, mind going at a high speed. Searching what I need, cigarettes and lots of weed. Make this trip complete and nod out to the drum beat. Good vibes flowing, I'm knowing I'm going to the next level. In and out, my actions will be showing how potent the dosage I have taken. Just explaining it,
looking for love, but not so sure.
Yeah, I'm looking for love, but I'm not so sure. I gotta keep on searching for something better than before. Yeah, I gotta level up, gotta settle the score, and then write it all down, hit the booth and record. These are the stories of our psychedelic journeys. You can hop aboard. A higher understanding of this world is what we're headed toward. My brain is like a sponge with all this knowledge we absorb. Searching for life's answers, the ultimate reward. Never seen a better sight. Skies of orange, red, and purple, changing shapes, moving with the music like the universal. You gotta see the beauty within life and its circle, ignoring all negativity and searching what's internal. Forget about the lows and focus on the highs. Forget the government stereotypes and what they imply. If you could only see these images through my eyes, you know I'm tripping hard, like walking with your shoes tied together. It's about to get a whole lot better. Doesn't get better than this.
Here comes my buddy Shane.
I gotta keep on searching. Keep searching. I gotta keep on searching.
I have you higher than the sun.
Destiny keeps telling me to search for the truth. Why are we here? What is there left for us to prove? Big thoughts weighing heavy. I'm trying to show you all what's out there. Earth needs us more than ever. The signs are everywhere. Catastrophic crisis is increasing drastically. Patience, heaven on earth is soon to take seize. Good vibes taking over. Positive energies. Feel the changes happening now, increasing rapidly. When I'm done with you, man, I'll have you higher than the sun. Feeling so perfect like you already won. Hit hard with a few doses of reality. Dance to this melody while we're living in harmony. Blinded by integrity, I'll show you what I mean. To live life freely and glide through with ease. Man, this love cannot be topped. It's pure ecstasy. the gate, it opens floods with the great awakening. So my views are potently preached, so I can show you what I see. Important information that can change us by infinity. Guaranteed nominee, I got you on this journey for free. Let the games begin, it's gonna be how it's gonna be.
Some of my favorites.
It's gonna be how it's gonna be. The good times will come, you just gotta wait patiently. Just trust that when all is done, you'll arrive safely. But till then, vibe out and join me on this trip you see. When I'm heavily tripping, I start slipping and getting to this place is so different with no type of description. I mean, I'm really just saying, man, I feel so amazing. Good music, good, we blazing, so lost some days in. It's hard to explain, but I think you get what I mean. Looks like I'm walking in a cartoon, or living in a dream. Time suddenly seems to change its average speed. Man, I'm on another level y'all never fucking see. My other love resides in a place where I wish I was. If we could take a trip and visit, we all would, because culture and life blend together with unruly laws. Check it for a sec, cause I'm never taking time off. The truth is unconditional love, where we're all together, feeling so gentle like the wind in a feather. Nature over nurture is the only real philosophy. Spirit over wealth, or it's soon to be the end of me. We gotta be courageous with no fears to be different. Be the one to stand up and shock this system. Choose the right path and never lose sight of your target. Medicate yourself right and get all the smarts, man. Wake up everyone, it's time for the world to change. Try to help humanity by picking up the pace. I promise it's so much bigger than this simple sample taste. Let me take you there so we can all close this case. Yeah. So we can all close this case.
We're spitting bars.
Divine creation. Pay attention. Yeah. And keep searching. Gotta see it from my view. Always learning something new. Never late to pursue. It's beyond past due. It's times like these that are really gonna stand out. Remember them forever, forgetting all the doubt. No holding out. Let go of fear, start tripping out. Blissful times all around. Search the truth already found. Search the truth already found.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, those were some times. Yeah, just got inspired, man. We just, like I said, experimenting with things, and yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome. So, all right, this one was "Let the World Hurry By," and I think as a whole, this is the one I'm most proud of that I've done with anything. Yeah, dude. So here it goes. And this one, like I said, that dude Ryan sings on a little portion of it too. So again, me and Shane and this dude Ryan for a small section.
Yeah. And this is Divine Creation. My name is YHB, and yes, I smoke a lot of green and type of shit you see in a High Times magazine. Always got the best shit that's coming through the fucking streets. Broke down and rolled up in the personal beat. I can slow it down or spit the verse quickly and kill it with the lyrics, cause I think so cleverly. Murder in the track, man, I put it through misery. Divine creation on a level that you never be. On a level you never be. Man, I'm up top, headband, cushion OG. That's what I cop, flow like a waterfall, cause it is non-stop, about to blow up like a shaking up soda pop. Yeah, they'll all know once this tape drops, snap back and fitted caps. That's what I rock. You guys can't see me like I'm in your blind spot. Alright, Shane, show 'em what you got. Yeah, man, I don't pretend to go hard. I just wanna express myself and stand tall. Flowing on this breezy beat, I give it my heart. Pay attention, these lyrics are smart. Divine creation here, chonging harder than Cheech. Let the brain free, DMT, pretty lights on the beach. A new world, new people you're about to see. Blissful beauty surrounds around where you're about to be. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat now. Come and get this, I wanna show you how. Do what feels right and make yourself proud. Don't be scared to follow your path and dip out. Live your dreams, never back down. Let nothing in your way, it must be found. Make the most of what you have, get it going. There's so much more out there, start exploring. Yeah. Start soul. I be so in the levels, motherfuckers never thought they'd see me. Yeah, puffing kill called heart attack, taking down more trees than a lumberjack. If you pay attention, you know your head is where I'm aiming at. And I ain't talking guns, I'm from the burbs, never had a strap. Man, I keep it real, putting MP on the fucking map. Call me Craig Jennings and put the team up on my fucking back. But they call me YHB, cause I always got my hat back. Always grabbing sacks like I was chasing after a quarterback. Haha, you get it? I write it and spit it. Take the beat and split it, put the weed in and get lifted. Snapbacks defeated, it don't matter, rockin' either one. It's YHB, get on the track like I'm about to run. Now come and get you some. Come get you some of this shit that I got, kid. Dope lyrics, sick beats delivered with precision. And ain't nobody be fucking with that. It's YHB, but baby, you can call me Hatback. Oh, YHBZ, I know you see me. Man, this is easy, I be puffin' on a bleezy while I'm drinking, getting shitty over a beatbox I be spittin', and these people be admitting it. I'm so fucking amazing, tell 'em.
I'm snapping back, now it's time, trying to get on my grind, trying to let you all see and be where it is I'm in my mind. Recognize when it's me on these dirty flows with YHB. This is new to me, I'm usually on my own thing. Roses are the prettiest flowers, bulls are the fiercest animals. Together they will concentrate to annihilate the Lakers, Kobe and Phil. Legends forever, their time is over. Reppin' shy till I die, my heritage with a 40 clover. Start the night right, get them blunts rolling. Hit the bitches up, man, get them bottles pouring. Time to unwind through the clouds, I try to shine. Like I said, on my grind, where that tree at blaze the pine. Hit the balls, it's all on me, all around us, pound shots for free. Getting shitty, don't remember at the crib. House rager, keg stand, beer bongs. Blackout plan, who's thought? Look both ways, no one to know, at least I know the song.
When the day is gone.
Tell them my name is YHB, and yes, I smoke a lot of green and type of shit you see in a High Times magazine. Always got the best shit that's coming through the fucking streets. Broke down and rolled up in the personal beat. I can slow it down or spit the verse quickly and kill it with the lyrics, cause I think so cleverly. Murdering the track, man, I put it through misery. Divine creation on a level that you never be. We on this level that you never be. So in the heights that you'll never see. Some hate, some gon' disagree. I just do my thing and don't let it faze me. Yeah, we on this level that you never be. So in the heights that you'll never ever fucking see. Some hate and some gon' disagree. I just do my thing and don't let it faze me.
Come together, listen close, this won't be said again. We'll make you disappear.
Pay attention cause we're saying it clear,
Come together, listen close, this won't be said again. We'll make you disappear.
Pay attention cause we're saying it clear, yeah. Pay attention cause we're saying it clear. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is a little cool thing.
Yeah. Young head
Back, yo.
So I'm saying right now, go ahead and let this fucked up world go by. Cause when it comes down to life, sooner or later we're all gonna die, yeah. And I might not make it in the game, but I'ma do my best to try. So maybe I will, but for now I'ma light this spliff and just get high. Yeah, getting high, man, I don't fucking care what them haters gon' say. Cause it's young hatback, spitting my fucking raps, puffing on a Kush Diesel and a haze. Yeah, that's what we on, we stay puffing strong. I just thought I'd let y'all know. Just trying to understand, this is who I fucking am, and I got some serious flow. Oh,
Spitting bar. I mean, gotta agree with that. But yeah, dude, that's how I got into PL, man, and like kind of explained getting into music and you know from playing trumpet and then bass and guitar and shit, and then you know getting into rapping and then going to see this music, man, and to where we are today. Yeah, bro, the memories right there, dude. yeah, man. I mean, like, just, we'll wrap it up, but thank you again to all the listeners, everybody who's supporting, and everyone who's kind of given, reached out, given props. It definitely goes a long way. So I appreciate everybody. And if you haven't, definitely give us a rating, an honest rating, whatever. Do all that, subscribe, like, comment. Engagement's always nice, so it definitely helps. So, yeah, thanks everybody. And if you're listening to this on your way to Buena Vista, have a great time. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. It's going to be fucking awesome. Soak it all in. If you're listening to it after, I'm sure you had a great time. And call that fucking voicemail. Say something. Share experiences, all that. And like I said, videos, I want all of it. Send them my way. I'm going to put together a nice little dope thing and get everybody involved that participates. So, yeah, dude. Like I said, changes on the horizon. We'll see how, I'm not sure how it's going to go, but just so you're aware that it's probably going to be a bit before post Buena Vista until I have like guests on, depending on how things go. I don't know what it's like having a kid. I mean, I have an idea with a newborn, but obviously free time is going to be limited, as will sleep and stuff like that. So thanks again, everybody. This will conclude this episode of Trip Thru Time. And as time goes by, memories never die. And yeah, tons of memories, thinking about what Pretty Lights means to me and how I get into this, and memories created spitting raps over this shit. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll get back in the booth again. Could be some cool extra content. So all right, guys, thank you again. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy yourselves, man. It's gonna be fucking epic. So all right,
Nobody can stop your progress, 'cause unknown forces move somehow.